So I am with Jamie McCanney, who is racing his first Dakar rally in January. And how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm very excited and I'm very nervous at the same time. I've had a recent injury which has kind of put me back 3 months. So 3 months so close to such a major event, it has put quite a big effect on my training. But with the Dakar being, the Dakar and one of the most dangerous off-road races in the world, I can't really go in full pelt anyway. So going in with less training than normal, my fitness and everything is fine. So it's kind of just knocked my confidence down a bit, which is probably a good thing for my first time anyway. So
What type of training have you had to undergo for the rally?
I've spent a lot of my time in Morocco, riding in the desert, because a lot of the time is mainly like I know how to ride a bike, but I don't know how to navigate. So we've had to go to the nearest desert from Europe, which to make it more affordable with the team. And we have a base in Morocco, and we have a trainer called Jordi Carons, and we just get given road books and head out each day for a couple of weeks at a time and try and improve on our navigation skills.
What do you think will be the most difficult part?
Again, the navigation. I know how to ride a bike to a fairly good standard, but I could be riding it well, but heading the wrong way. So it is purely the navigation, and definitely with the Dakar, like the longest race I've raced is the international 6-day Enduro. So that was 6 days, but 5 proper days, and the last day's a motocross. So to be racing for 14 days with one rest day, and I just think after the first week to just keep waking up and riding my bike every day for 300-400 miles a day, I think it's going to be very mental and physically demanding as well.
How easy has the transition from World Championships to rally actually been? Obviously, a lot of navigation skills you've mentioned there. So is it a big change?
Yeah, well, the bike's not very different. They're pretty different. We're carrying a lot more fuel. We're carrying a big, dash on the front for the road book, and yeah, just the actual riding. I'm riding in enduro. We're riding long distance anyway, so I'm used to that. And but yeah, the biggest change is the navigation.
So what has the bike you'll be riding got which you think makes you equipped for the terrain?
Yeah, the team do a lot of development, and I do a lot of development with the bike throughout the year. And the biggest goal is to try and keep the bike as sleek and as light as possible. However, try and carry as much fuel, try and keep the engine cool, and there's a lot of work where you can bolt stuff on to help on paper, but in real life it's not going to work. So you've got to try and find a happy medium. And like, I know we've been looking at the distance of the Dakar, and we found out in one of the stages, if we get lost by 20 kilometers and have to come back 20 kilometers, we'll probably run out of fuel. So the team now are making an extra 2-litre tank to put onto the bike. So we're trying to go into as much detail and have the bike as ready as possible.
How has training been going alongside your teammates?
I've spent a bit of time with my teammates, not a lot, because they've been doing a lot of the races throughout this year, whereas I've been testing the bike and just doing training out of races. So I've only spent like 2 or 3 weeks with them, but a lot of them do help me. But I don't think they open the book fully, because at the end of the day I'm racing against them as well. But it seems to be a very friendly team, and I get on with all of them.
Finally, obviously from such a small place as the Isle of Man, how do you feel about representing the island in motorsport?
Yeah, I've been representing the Isle of Man with motorsport since as a kid. Like, we were racing in the British Championship since 2004, And you know, I've won British titles, world titles in motocross and enduro. So you know, I'm always really proud to represent the island, because it's such a small island. But you know, we have a lot of talent, not just in motorsport, but a lot of sports. So you know, I'm just proud to be one of the ones representing in motorsport.
Well, best of luck, and I'm sure you'll come back with lots of achievements under your belt.
Thank you very much.